From the left coast, it's a show for the streets. Strictly for the culture, strictly for our people. YouTube the views, log on and stream. Some news you can use with your host Khrissy B. Get familiar, yeah. Get familiar. Get familiar. Get familiar. You gotta get familiar, yeah.
All right, we're gonna open this up with a toast.
Listen.
With a toast, cheers.
What we toasting to?
MSM personalized embroidered glasses here. You know, this is all about branding.
All about
we're going to toast to us. We toasting, that was hilarious. We toasting to us, okay? We just going to toast to us flat out. This is all about just women coming together. You know, yesterday you pretty much embodied that.
Man, I'm still feeling
you and Ray put something together that was so amazing, that brought a bunch of women in media, business, music, entrepreneurs together. The whole color scheme was dope.
Yes.
The idea behind it was dope. So congratulations on that, because it was super successful.
Thank you.
It was a great turnout. I mean, congratulations again. And your salon is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, Sade, it's beautiful. It's amazing. And we toasting to you. This is all about you right now. So one more time for you.
Toast.
For you.
Thank you.
It's time for us just to sit down, because we got so much to talk about.
It's been so much. You got a lot going on. I got a lot going on. Pandemic shifted a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Still standing.
Yes, absolutely. Well, for those that don't know our background, I'm just gonna get honey. So for those that don't know our background, you know, we go back out. Now it's been 4 or 5 years. 2016, I want to say. 2016 is when we met. We met on, I guess, I don't want to say on the set, because it wasn't a set then, but but we met at Laced. We're just gonna say what it is. We met at Laced. And, you know, everything kind of happens for a reason. You kind of see how moving forward where we are now to where we started.
We've grown so much. So much.
And we don't really have to get into like the full details of it. But, you know, it was a lot of kind of like, you know, there's a lot of shit that was going on.
It was
a lot of shit that was going on.
A lot of toxic masculinity.
That's a good word for it. And no shade to no shade to Pooh, no shade to Davy, no shade to Lace. This is not what this is.
That's family.
But it was.
Yeah.
And I think that at that time it was us not knowing each other. You know, we were new to each other.
Yeah.
We were in a new space. And then we kind of got thrown into this space of working together, and we really didn't know what was going on. There's a lot of changes being made. You know, we were filming this show. You came in as PR, I want to say, and you were working on the PR and the marketing. And then Gina and Genice, I was introduced to all of you guys at that time. And, you know, moving forward, we kind of all established, you know, nice working relationships, sisterhoods. You know, I feel like we're all now kind of in the same business circle.
Yeah.
And, you know, we run into each other a lot. We work with each other a lot. We support each other when things come up. And that's what it is, you know, so we came from that environment, and now 5 years later, we're here.
It's beautiful.
It is. I agree.
It's beautiful. And that just shows that, like, no matter what the situation is, like, we still, us as women, we conglomerate, and we can have nice, healthy friendships. You know, I think that that's super dope. And just the fact that, like, we're all different ages too.
Absolutely.
But, you know, we come together and have some sort of unity to where ageism doesn't even matter. And not even like that, because we're all the same generation. But, you know, like, sometimes it's shade there. Like, you know, it's just, I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I know I'm the big sister of the bunch for sure. I'm the big sister of the bunch, but I always salute you guys, because you guys are young and you guys are getting to it. And I've actually had this discussion with Fallon and me and her were talking about how, like, at the age that you guys are now, we weren't there. Like, when we were 26, 27, 28, we were on some other shit.
Yeah, we was talking about that too.
You know, we weren't as developed and mature and ready as you guys are now, which we salute you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because in our 20s, we were still running around, maybe behind a nigga.
That's okay.
And that's okay.
But that's okay too.
Yeah, but we were just saying, like, how dope it is to see how you guys are business owners. You opening up a store, you know, you're fully merging and embracing into your passions, into your brands, you know, even Dejanae and Gina and all of you guys are just flourishing in your past and your journeys.
Yeah.
And at this age that I'm taking my hat off to you, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to be ready and mature and to really be disciplined to put a game plan together like what you guys have established for yourselves and to be able to see it through.
Yeah.
Because at that age, we were still, you know, and that's cool. You know, like I said, we were still in the streets. We were still behind our niggas or whatever we was doing, you know. And, you know, it just, and we're finally at our point where we're now all like in our zones.
In our bags.
Yeah, we are now. We're in our zones, but I'm just saying, like, again, going back to my point, is just taking my hat off to you for being so young, you know, and just ready.
And I love what you said, seeing it through, because I think that that's important too, because everybody can have an idea, but to actually like see it through is a whole nother beast.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard
part.
You know?
Yeah, that's the hard part. So your background is in public relations, right? You went to school, right, for public relations?
Yeah. So hair I did since I was 14. I had earned my first dollar at 14. And then I went to college, Cal State Fullerton, and that's where I got communications PR. Towards my senior year, I was looking for an agency job, but I couldn't really find it. You know, I was first generation, didn't come from money, so I had to work. So it's kind of like a catch-22. It's like, well, if you want to get a job, you got to have experience. But I didn't have experience because I had to work somewhere else. So I started my own agency, MSM, LA Media. And with doing that, I met Echo Haddix. Echo, she just started following me out of the blue, and then we built a relationship. She gave me my first chance out the game. Like, she tested me. Like, pull up here, pull up there, do this, do that. But like, you know,
Echo's always been a prominent name in the industry.
Oh my God.
And to start off the gate working with her, that's a big deal.
A huge deal. Like, it was perfect. And fast forward now, I'm working with her, for her Soro, Felicia Fant at her agency. So it's just been a beautiful journey.
The Purple Agency, right?
The Purple Agency. Yes.
Dope.
Yes. Yeah.
So your background, you stated going back, is so hair at the gate.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought, for some reason, I thought hair was second.
No.
Like that was your second, like PR publicist first and then hair, but that's always been your thing. And it's braiding, to be specific.
Yeah. At first I was doing everything, but I found my niche. I really enjoyed braiding because it was therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, once I got with Rasta Free as a brand ambassador, I decided to, okay, let me just brand myself as a braid specialist. That's what I like to do anyway. And from then on.
Yeah. And let's talk about the steps of becoming a brand ambassador for a company like that. Because a lot of people, you know, I think now we're in the content era. Social media is big. And a lot of people are wanting to get online and maybe like brand ambassador for a product or, you know, get on YouTube and talk about an item or a product and try to make some money from it. What are the steps to becoming a brand ambassador? Because I know, I mean, it's not necessarily like an easy thing to be able to obtain, you know, but how are you able to connect and work with them? Because that's a big deal too.
Yeah. My route wasn't very traditional because content, I mean, I had pictures of my hair clients, you know, and just stuff like that. But me personally, like saying, hey, here's the hair. Right. That wasn't.
Right, going on YouTube and posting the video.
I don't have a YouTube channel. Like, I'm just now getting a YouTube channel and I don't have nothing on there.
Okay.
But my route wasn't traditional at all. I built a relationship with them. They just always liked my pictures. I tagged them. So tagging, always.
That's important.
That's important.
Hashtags too.
Hashtags for sure. They were looking for braiders in Dallas for a show called Afrolicious. And I was like, okay, I built a relationship with them. Let's just see. I put the whole trip on my credit card. I was like, I'll be a braider. And they wanted a hair judge. So I did the braiding and the hair judge. They didn't know I was from LA though. They thought I was from Dallas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I was out there. They're like, damn, like you booked a trip to come just braid out here? But I'm like, nah, it's bigger than that. So, I was the braider on the show. Then Sherelle Jackson, she's the creative director. She's the one on the back of all the packages. She was there. She really loved my energy and we just vibed. And she just kept saying, she asked me a question and she was like, all right, I'll be back. Like she just kept coming back, like feeling my energy. Then after that, she said, hey, like we're doing interviews for brand ambassadors. I didn't even know they had a program before even doing all this. I was just going to build a relationship. So building relationships for sure. Came back to LA, did the interview with them. They called me back, brand ambassador.
Dope.
And that really, with them, it just consists of them sending, you know, different hair, new hair products that they have.
Okay.
Because Sherelle's always innovative with just new styles, new looks, new techniques, new technology with the hair. And yeah, it's been dope. We did
Black female.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the company is Korean owned.
Okay.
Golden State Imports, but then they have the FS Wigs, and then they have the Rasta Free braided hair.
Got it. Okay.
And then Sherelle got with them and did all the creative directing.
Got it. Okay, that's dope.
So anytime you see like new pre-stretch or the new different colors, like that's all her.
Put me on game with the hair girl because I have no clue.
So like the pre-stretch is the
I
one, is how it kind of
when
goes.
they say go get the pre-stretch, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I thought it was already like it ain't already stretched. Like,
No, because it takes long. So she's all about timing. That's
Okay.
why I say technology, because if on the braider's end, we're taking out the pack of the regular, how it's just the regular pack, and we stretch it out, that's extra timing.
Yeah,
So the
got
pre-stretch
it.
saves time.
Got it.
And it's a different fiber too,
Got
so
it.
it's way softer. Yeah.
It's softer.
It's like
It's
a whole-
easier on your hands.
It's easier in the hands. I
Yeah.
can just pull from it and put, especially doing knotless, you know, and then it looks more natural, more sleek, and yeah, it's a whole vibe.
Yeah, that's dope. Now let's go to your other hustle. Obviously, public relations.
Yes.
So who are some of your clients that you're working with?
Currently I'm working with Latasha Scott from Mixgay.
Okay, dope. That's a big one. Oh my
Listen.
God, that's a big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Because we're the same. Like, I love her. She's like a aunt that you just...
That's dope.
That's always,
She comes from that
close
era.
to
She
you.
comes from my yeah. She comes from that era. Just
and
very,
I love that group.
Yes.
And to see the now full
Yes.
circle work with them is dope. I work closely to her and her husband. They just have so much going on. But yeah, she's writing a cookbook. So she actually is out now, vegan cookbook. So that I have Smino now.
Okay.
Fire.
Okay.
Who else? Trippy Red.
Dope.
I have him.
Okay.
Yeah. Previously I've had Yella Beezy, Jordan Banks,
Okay.
K Camp, Amber Grimes from Capitol Records.
Yeah.
So many people, and just blessed to just be a part of some projects like our company. We've had Sweetie, G Herbo, Daniel Caesar, Anthony Hamilton. The list just goes on. We literally touched everybody.
So for people that don't know exactly what you do, like how much work you got to put into being a PR, working for a PR publicist, kind of break that down for us, because people don't really understand like all the work that you guys do. So kind of break that down for us, exactly what your roles and responsibilities are working with everybody.
For sure. It's being responsible for someone else's life and their brand, being responsible for, basically is marketing their success, if you can look at it like that, to where, example, we have Latasha, she has a book. Okay, you have a vegan cookbook. How can I market and push to the press and build that relationship for you and the press, that not only did you write this cookbook, but vegan is a part of your lifestyle. So it's all about the lifestyle, branding the lifestyle, having you here, having you talk to this person on this platform, doing stuff like this, interviews, write-ups, sending out press releases. So still like a traditional state, but it's still important because email blast. Events are a part of it, like red carpets and stuff like that. Of course, now it's a little different. We totally have to change the game with all the things being virtual.
Yeah.
IG lives. So it's really like publicity and marketing someone's lifestyle.
Yeah. Now that we're in the pandemic, how has that kind of piggybacking off of what you just said? How does that change the game now for you? Are you slowing down?
Well, no.
Like, are you slowing down? How is it affecting you?
With hair, it definitely picked up.
Okay.
By the grace of God, it did, and I didn't even expect it. I mean, we're here because of all things pandemic.
Yeah.
Like with PR, it didn't slow down. It didn't slow down. It just kind of changed. The opportunity slowed down because everyone was trying to figure out what to do. But at the end of the day, they figured it out. They were sending out different like documents on which each platform is doing virtually, like updating the list, keeping everyone up to date on different opportunities that involved virtual stuff. Which was affected was cutbacks.
Okay.
So a lot of people who you've worked so hard to have great relationships with and build up rapport with, like myself with press, they probably left the outlet.
I see.
So that was hard because you have to rebuild new relationships. So that is tough.
Yeah.
And then you never want to seem like I'm going to stop having a relationship with you because you left that platform. So that was the hard part.
And how does somebody sign up or become a part of like a prestigious PR firm like the Purple Agency? Like, cause I know a lot of artists are out looking for a publicist. I mean, you need a publicist. You need a manager and a publicist. I think those are some of the two important entities when you're building your brand or when you're trying to, elevate your shit just completely. Yeah. Like, how can somebody sign up or be a part of a very prestigious, like what are you guys looking for?
As far as the artist?
Or just talent.
Yeah, as far as the talent. There's a lot of things that play into it, like
because you guys ain't just signing anybody.
No,
can't nobody just call up or email
and
just be a part of the agency. Like, is there specifics?
So I'll just tell you our routine. Like, we'll get the inquiry. We'll look through their assets. Like, they'll send us music or an EPK or something. Then we'll set up a call with our management partner, whoever is interested in the account. After that, we'll see, what they're talking about, if they're with a label, if they're not, who's their manager, if they have management, if it's them, like just asking all these questions. After that, it's doing like a follow-up call if we decide to go with them. But usually it's, as far as the criteria, just having your things together, like having assets together. What are you doing? Do you have all your visuals done? Do you have press photos? Do you have your album or project that
I need to come ready, basically.
You need to come ready. You need to have everything because we need everything to push out. If we don't have anything, we can't do anything.
Right.
And that's the part that gets mixed up because some people feel that, well, the publicists, they're not doing anything or I'm not getting any results. But it's like you have to look at the part on your end.
Got it. That makes sense because I know a lot of artists too now are just kind of like, they don't have anything developed yet.
Right.
They're on Instagram maybe with 5 pictures or I got a single out and they haven't even built up their brand and they're looking for a publicist or a manager and they haven't even really put the work in yet.
Yeah, because they're looking for the easy way out. They're looking for, well, I'll just hire a publicist to put me on blogs. It's bigger than that. Yeah. It's about the narrative. And then even the word just publicist, it's not even the traditional publicist route anymore. Like, it's about us building a lifestyle for you. How are we marketing your lifestyle? Like, let's say Cardi B. Cardi B, we know she loves fashion. Boom, Fashion Nova. Okay, we're going to pitch her to fashion outlets. Sweetie, we had Sweetie. She came to us, hey, her team, we want to put Sweetie more in like the fashion light. Boom, Harper's Bazaar, boom, Vogue, boom, Fashion Week. Like,
makes sense.
We're marketing a lifestyle. That is what it is. Like, but you have to create your own leverage first, That's dope. Any like cons to it?
Is there anything about this particular field that anybody that's trying to break into it should know?
You have to learn to manage your expectations as the talent, and then us as the publicists, we have to show the talent how to manage their expectations. And we have to manage their expectations as far as if they come to us, don't really have much going on. Hey, I probably got one single and they're looking to be on the cover of XXL. It's like, we have to be honest and transparent and say, okay, it's not a no. We have to build up to it. Yeah. This is not nothing you just, here you go. Because once you get there and you don't have anything to bounce back from it, it's kind of like a dud. It don't even make sense.
Yeah.
Because that's how the DSPs work. You get placed on a playlist and it doesn't stream, you won't get put back on a playlist. So, it's kind of like you just jump the gun too soon.
And that's a gem, though. That's why I wanted to kind of get that information, because a lot of artists just don't know that part of it. You know, they have all these high expectations, but don't know what they really need.
Exactly.
You know, to move forward. And lastly, your salon, you know, like,
I know.
I mean, again, going back to the beginning, it's a beautiful establishment. And you just opened up, was it last month?
Yep, January 31st was my
31st.
soft opening. And I did it soft, of course, because COVID. But I do plan to have like a larger one once I finish, because there's stuff I still want to add and do the thing with the mayor and stuff. But yeah, January 31st was my official. Like,
Now, how were you able to accomplish something so, like, you know, huge for yourself in the midst of a pandemic? Like, this is a blessing.
It
and
is.
A lot of people, unfortunately, haven't been successful in their businesses. You know, businesses are closing down. You opened up one.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Let's just keep it all the way a buck, you know? So how were you able to do it in the midst of a pandemic?
Well, I can say when I started off the year, I didn't have no idea that a shop, you know, I mean, I was going to do it with a business partner, but plans changed. So that was kind of like a dud from there. I was like, okay, well, I won't do it. You know, it's far-fetched. But, you know, faith and just people around me, my support system, just do it. Just do it. I said, God, I just need 20K. I don't know where it's going to come from. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, just talking shit. And I just worked my ass off. 16-hour days, 6 days a week. Leaving 4:30 in the morning sometimes, like just really going in. Got to my 20K. Then I started looking. I actually looked at this spot in February
2020. Okay.
With my business partner at the time. Then everything changed. Pandemic hit. Then I got back with her about the space. So let me just see. I don't know. Her vibe was just cool.
That's kind of cool that the space was still available. That's how you know it was meant for you. The fact that nobody put an offer on the space or that it was still accessible for you a whole year later.
Even one of my friends, she just opened up her shop. Shout out to Deej, Lay by Deej. She was going to get this spot, but I didn't even know at the time. But when I got it, she was like, girl, I was going to get that spot, but I went somewhere else. She said it was meant for you.
It was.
So it was
absolutely. A year later.
Yeah.
Good. And now you're here. So let's talk about your salon for a second. So you have 4 chairs.
Yes.
And you're looking for a couple of more braiders now.
Yes. So I just hired a braider.
Okay, great. So now you have 2 braiders. So yourself, and then you added one recently.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And you're looking for how many more? 2 more also?
2 more.
Okay.
One booth, a friend of mine, she's going to be coming from Dallas and like back and forth.
Okay.
So, I mean, at first I was like, damn, I need to fill up my chairs. I'm just ready to have braiders in here. I mean, obviously, because I'm like, all right,
it's time to
it's
go time.
Yeah. But I had to check myself and say, you know what? I don't want just anybody in here. It's a specific vibe in here. It's a specific mindset that I want in here. Very entrepreneur focused, not scared of money, like ready to get to it, ready to build their brand. That's why I have the counter space, the retail side, because I'm encouraging people who are in here, get your product together. You got space right here. Let's make this money. Like, you know, but everybody doesn't get it like you would think. So it took a while, but I'm getting it going. And yeah, I have her now, so that's dope.
That's dope. So give me all your services. So locks, do you do locks too or just braids?
I don't do, I do faux locks.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
okay.
But I do want, so a lot of the stuff that I have on the window are for things that I am hoping for other people to do. Like I don't really do kid braids.
Okay.
But I have kid braids up there.
Yeah.
My new braider, she does kid braids. I personally braid. I specialize like in knotless braids, box braids. That's like majority of my my clientele. Feed-in braids, faux locks, twists, starter locks, natural styles. Period. Yeah, I'm really like all about growing the hair, nurturing the hair.
Nice.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of people too sometimes think that you know you have a handful like. Braids are so damaging to your hair and they pull out your edges and they dry your hair. But it's all about how you take care of your hair.
Exactly.
You know, it starts with the shampoo and conditioner to the oiling of the scalp to the kind of hair you use.
Yep.
You know, so I know that you're offering all of that in your salon, including so do you sell the Rasta hair also?
Soon.
Okay, perfect.
We're working that out right now, so that way, you know, hair is included. That's just dope for the client to just come, get done. They don't have to make any runs. I mean, I have products here. They don't have to go to the beauty supply. But yeah, it's super important to oil your hair. Black castor oil is like the gem of all gems.
So that really works.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So myself, I have my own leave-in conditioner. It's called Let It Be. And so I put that on my clients. That has hair growth stabilizer inside of it, along with like aloe vera, tea tree, black castor, peppermint, just to name a few. Then I lather it up with black castor oil, start braiding. Then I finish it off with tea tree oil.
Dope. Oh my God. The peppermint too. That's
Yeah.
Peppermint
Open
sounds
up the
great.
pores.
Yes. Sounds great. Well, I'm again so proud of you.
Thank
So
you.
happy for you. I'm always here to support you. Drop your address. Let them know where they can come. Give us your hours and you know how they can support and pull up.
Okay. Well, this is Sade Styles Beauty Supply and Braid Lounge. I'm at 14780 Crenshaw Boulevard, Gardena, California, 90249. Right in the back of the plaza. The plaza wraps around, so we're in the back. Lots of parking. The turn up is real, so we got parking for the turn up.
It is, you know, low key. Like, let me just say this though,
You know?
it's like the perfect little corner in this parking lot situation because after hours, I know it goes down.
It goes down, and then next door is about to be a West African restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Zaire. It's about to be lit. It's a black all barbershop in the front.
Oh, yeah.
It's all black around here. Black mailbox, like post office type of place
that's
in the
dope.
front.
Yes.
So it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Hours vary. It's appointment only. So you can go to Sade Styles Braid Lounge on Instagram or SadeStylesNatural.com. Telephone 323-834-5586.
And your Instagram handles?
My shop Instagram is Sade Styles, SADE Styles Braid Lounge. My personal one is Hey Sade. That's with 4 Y's. You can literally find everything there. So you can go there and find out who I'm working with as far as PR.
Yes.
All things Sade Styles and even MSM. It's been on the low right now with MSM, but I'm creeping back up.
Good.
With it.
All right, we're going to toast to a very successful 2021.
Yes.
More bags.
More bags.
More bags.
More bags. Collectively too.
Yes.
Like
I agree.
collectively. Men and women.
Yeah.
Like we're celebrating kings and queens.
Absolutely. I agree. And staying healthy.
Yes.
That's very, very important. Staying healthy. We're still in the midst of a pandemic. So everyone moving correctly in the midst of what we're going through. Being very sensitive to what everybody's going through.
Definitely.
Everybody's mentally going through something different right now. Being very sensitive to people's needs.
And having perspective. Perspective is a big one.
Absolutely. I agree. Well, cheers, honey.
Cheers.
Yes. And
love
thank
it.
you for sitting on Get Familiar. You know, we had to get familiar with Sade. It was a pleasure having you,
course.
sis. It was a pleasure having you. And we are out till next time.
Period.
News you can use with your host Khrissy B. Get familiar. Yeah. Get familiar. Get familiar. Get familiar. You gotta get familiar. Yeah.